Animal Crossing Switch is one of the many Switch games that we know is in development, yet we don't know anything about it. It's lumped in with Metroid Prime 4, Bayonetta 3.
Are there any more?
The list goes on. So yeah, despite it supposedly coming soon 2019, we know nothing about it. Or do we? Despite only getting a teaser trailer with no actual gameplay, we can determine a lot about the game just from that, and that's what I'm going to be doing today. Hey guys, this is Thomas from the Switch Stop, and this is everything we know about Animal Crossing Switch. And I'm sure you could already tell, but I'm sick, so yeah, sorry about that. That's why my voice sounds like Alvin and the Chipmunks. I'm assuring you I did not inhale helium, I just have a cold. But enough about that, let's get right into Animal Crossing. So there's an interesting way to go about viewing this trailer. We could view it as only the Tom Nook portion, or we could take a look at the Isabelle section of the trailer as well. For those of you who somehow don't know, Animal Crossing Switch was announced within a mega double trailer, one revealing Isabelle as a playable fighter for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and one of Tom Nook just basically confirming Animal Crossing. Then an Animal Crossing 2019 splash screen shows up. But is this earlier Isabelle section Animal Crossing as well? Looking at it, yeah, I kind of think this is the actual game we're going to be getting. Despite the fact that it says not actual gameplay in the bottom, which kind of just contradicts literally what I just said. I believe that's referring to not the actual Smash Bros. Game, and that I'm pretty sure this is the Animal Crossing Switch game, or at least it is using the same assets and like textures and stuff. Because in a Famitsu article, Sakurai stated that he rents out, he like commissions a company to do the cinematics for all these trailers. He doesn't actually do them in-house, it's licensed out to a third-party CGI company. That's what he's done for the epic cinematics for K. Rool, Ridley, and so on. But when you look at the Animal Crossing cinematic, it's just very, I don't want to say bland, but it just looks like a normal Animal Crossing game until the letter when the camera angle shifts and it gets all dramatic. I feel like if you're going to commission an external company to make a CGI trailer for your video game, you don't request it to look like something that you could have just made on your own. I feel like Nintendo definitely gave this external company the textures and all of that to make it look more authentic. So I think this is a reasonable expectation of what we will be getting for Animal Crossing 2019. And in the Tom Nook portion of the trailer, it also says not actual gameplay, but that's kind of more realistic here because this is a camera angle we don't really see in mainline Animal Crossing games. But once again, I believe that this could be kind of actual gameplay. Like, obviously this isn't something that's in the game, but it could be the same models and textures and stuff, all the same lighting and rigging, just being used in an animation engine instead of a game engine. Therefore, it's not actual gameplay footage, although it does resemble what the game looks like. Anyway, enough on the graphical style, we're gonna jump right on into the gameplay. Now, a lot of people are saying that we know nothing about Animal Crossing Switch's gameplay, but that's not really true at all. With huge trailers that Nintendo knows is gonna go viral, they have to be very careful with what they put inside of these trailers. They know that literally everyone is going to be looking and watching and hunting for the smallest details. So when Isabelle refers to the villager, you, the player, as the mayor of the town, just like you were in New Leaf, it's safe to assume that that mechanic will return. On top of that, both Tom Nook and Isabelle mention the campsite. While this could just be a reference to Animal Crossing Pocket Camp doesn't seem important enough to get a reference in a Smash Bros. Reveal trailer and Animal Crossing's reveal trailer. Instead, I think this is hinting at some sort of feature within the new Animal Crossing. Probably some sort of interaction with Pocket Camp, as that has been hinted at in the past, but it's pretty easy to assume that something campsite related will be included within the next Animal Crossing. So those are both pretty a given, like it's not just me who thinks that. But moving on to more, I don't want to say stretches, because these are definitely still possible. They're not as confirmed as what I was just saying. Basically, in Tom Nook's portion of the trailer, he states that he has other business to attend to, and then directly says he needs to, quote, make sure everyone has a nice new place to come home to when they are ready, yes? This is 100% referring to Animal Crossing 2019, I mean, obviously. That makes so much sense because Tom Nook is literally the realtor His job is to give everyone a nice new place.
So he can take your many, many bells.
Nah, I'm just playing. So you're definitely getting a new village, and that's already a given. But what about a new style of village? Immediately after this, he mentions how everyone will be tuckered out after all that camping and smashing and whatnot. And what do people want after a ton of work? A vacation. Now, it might be a bit of a stretch, but I'm going out on a limb and saying that Animal Crossing Switch will take place in a completely new environment. It'll still be your own village and that stuff, but I'm gonna say that it'll take place on not just your own village, but your very own island. Not only does this make sense from a gameplay standpoint, with this being the first home console Animal Crossing in over a decade, they have more technology now than ever before. It only makes sense to evolve from a village to something more big, an island. On top of that, it makes sense from a financial standpoint. Nintendo just launched Nintendo Switch Online. They have been cramming online into pretty much every single game they can. It's all but confirmed Animal Crossing Switch will have some sort of online capability, given that New Leaf and City Folk both did, but allowing players to travel to their friends and maybe even strangers' islands would be a whole new ballpark for Animal Crossing as a franchise. Not to mention the boxes in the bottom right corner of the screen point towards the fact that Tom Nook himself is packing up and going. The boxes are already taped, and why would Tom Nook have closed, sealed boxes in his office if he himself wasn't moving? As a realtor, it's not his job to provide boxes, definitely isn't his job to store other people's boxes in his office. They're definitely his, filled with stuff, ready to move. All in all, that is pretty much all we know about Animal Crossing Switch so far. Most of that is all but confirmed, and the island thing could be viewed as a bit of a stretch, but all of that is more than likely in my opinion. With that out of the way, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know in the comments below your ideas. I'm Thomas from the Switch Stop, signing off. Peace.